Thank you everyone for being with me today, and if you'll indulge me for just a few minutes, I'm going to outline a very complicated investigation that was led by my organized retail crime team. And this investigation began in October of last year, and it involved the TDA. This is a very violent Venezuelan gang. This gang originated out of the prisons in Venezuela. It's recognized in the United States as an organized, not only an organized gang, but they're also recognized as an organized terrorist organization. Now you watch the national news and you think, oh, that's something that happens someplace else. But I can tell you that this violent gang was alive and well in Central Florida. And I want to show you, this is Alexis Benavides, and I'm going to introduce him to you in a minute. This is his gun. I want to tell you that these folks came across the border illegally. I want to give you details. This started with 32 cases that we worked, and there were 4 cases worked by other agencies. And it was with them stealing high-end liquor. But it started out something as minor as grabbing beer at convenience stores, and it elevated to robbery. And then not only was there a robbery here, but we worked with Osceola County, because during the process of this in Osceola County, they committed robbery with a firearm. It's a violent group. So how did we come into contact with these folks? Through Public's Organized Retail Crime Investigation Unit, who noticed a trend of people stealing high-end liquor from them. And during the process of us investigating this, we determined that they were also stealing from Sam's and Walmart, the same trend. We also learned that other agencies had made 4 arrests along the way. And I really want to underscore and highlight the Lakeland Police Department, because when they went to Sam's in the city of Lakeland to steal, they actually robbed the clerk, injuring her hand. They had loaded this high-end liquor into a basket and were trying to leave with it. She tried to stop them. They literally ran into her, injured her hand, and fled. The Lakeland Police Department immediately started an investigation, learned when they fled, they damaged their vehicle, which ended up in a crash, and then they scattered like rats on a sinking ship. They ultimately got an Uber and fled. Lakeland Police Department had suspects, and they were onto this case. They worked hand in glove with us. We explained to them there was a long-term investigation that we were doing as well, and they wanted to make sure that not only did they have a successful arrest, but that they worked with us so that we could wrap up this entire organization. But I want to stop just a minute. It's not just the Lakeland Police Department and the Sheriff's Office. It's DHS. They were involved in this investigation. The Orange and Osceola Sheriff's Office was involved in this investigation. Florida Department of Law Enforcement was involved in this investigation. The U.S. Marshals Task Force was involved in this investigation. ICE put holes on all of these folks, and I'm going to talk in detail about that in just a few minutes. The statewide prosecutor is working with us, and our detectives are currently working with them, because we're seeking to file not only organized retail theft charges, not only robbery charges, we're seeking also to file racketeering charges, which is a 30-year minimum mandatory. We couldn't do that without the cooperation of first our state attorney's office and ultimately our Florida statewide prosecutors who works under James Uthmeyer, our Attorney General. So when you look at this investigation and you look at all these investigations, no one agency does this. So I want to underscore and recognize each of them. Osceola, Orange, when we were picking up 3 of the 5, 2 were already in custody in Osceola County, by the way, for a robbery. They sent teams of people out to help us with surveillance and with entry to make sure that we had sufficient help to do this appropriately, because these folks are violent and they're dangerous.